viewers, how are you? This is Adnan. Today we will learn about the difference between the parallel and series pumps operation. So let's start our discussion. So what are the pumps parallel and series operation? You can see in this picture. Okay, so on the left hand side, two pumps are installed in a series. It means the discharge of one pump is entering into the suction of second pumps, and both are connected to each other in a series manner. So in this way, what happens here, that the pressure developed by the first pump and the pressure developed by the second pumps both will add up, and the net resultant head or pressure developed shall be equal to the sum of pressure developed by both these pumps. So we can also see here in the head flow curve the effect. We can see here, okay, the green curve is showing the head characteristic for a single pump, whereas the red curve is showing the head characteristic when two pumps are operating. So we can see from here, okay, the both are being helping to basically increase the head of the pump. Since we have to be live on the system curve, okay, so that's why we are not getting 100% resultant head, which is sum of the H1 and H2, because it is the resistance of the system curve which is maintaining it not to meet the 100% sum of for both these heads. However, in general speaking, okay, we are getting the sum up of first pump and then the second pump. Similarly, now looks at into the parallel operation. We have one pump and then the second pump. Both pump suction is connected by a single piping, and then the discharge of both pumps are even then connected to each other. So in this way, we are not adding some head or pressure into the system, rather than we are increasing the pressure flow within the system, and then the net result flow will be equal to the Q1 plus Q2, which is the sum of first pump and the second pump. The same thing we can see on the head characteristic curve. Again, the green line showing the curve for the single pump, and then the red curve showing the head characteristic for two pumps. So both, once they are added in parallel combination, you can see here their resultant flow increase as a result of adding second pump and their behavior on the system curve. So these were basically the difference between the parallel and series operation. Now let's come to some important consideration while taking account these parallel and series operation. So for parallel pump operation, we should take care that the pumps should have the approximate matching shut-off head. Otherwise, system operating head may exceed shut-off head of one or more pumps resulting in pumps operating below the minimum flow or with zero output flow. So the key thing here is, while in parallel pump operation, both pumps which are installed in parallel should have the same shut-off head, because if they will have different heads, shut-off head, chances is that the one which have the the one pump then may lead to the minimum flow operation, and so they will not functionally efficient together. So we have to take care for this point. The second thing is that pumps using in parallel operation should have steep curve, okay, and as best practice minimum 10% head rise from rated to shut off head. So the curve of each pump should be steep enough. It should not be not steep and straight, rather than it should be a steep, okay, on the curve, so that it should be easily used for this parallel operation. We can see from here that it should not be like this, okay. So what will happen then in parallel operation, again, due to not having the steep, the combined effect of both will lead it to operate pumps in a minimum continuous flow region here. So in this way the curve should not be in flat, it should be steep, and so at least this steep should be 10% from the rated point. So if this is my rated point, so if this is my rated point, and this is my shut-off head, so this difference this delta H should be greater than 10%. Okay, so hope it will be understandable now. Okay, so let's move to the next point. Now for series operation, we should take care that the pumps should have the same flow characteristic. In parallel operation, the pump should have the same head characteristic, whereas in series operation pump should have the same flow characteristic. You can see here both pumps have the maximum flows equal to the each other. Okay, so in this way their flow characteristics are almost same. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thank you very much for viewing this presentation. Take care.